Okay, today's, I think, the 14th, Sunday 14th of May. I have those notes down. Subject matter, perception, and gossip, intention, attitude, human behaviour. I'm not a psychologist, not by any standard. It's always interested me, and how people that we think, each one of us think we're so clever, get conned by the media, TV, all media, friends, relatives, groups, tribes, towns, cities, countries, cultures, and how daft we are, because at least half the world can be shown to be not very clever at all. So taking the average of IQ, for instance, of under 100, which is about half the world, as close as you can get, they'd have difficulty doing lots of things like leading people or managing things or being a scientist, etc, etc, etc. And they are so easily influenced. And so, as you know, branching off a bit to the Sutton report, that 7% of the world occupies 80%, but it was, by the Sutton report some time ago, of all the best jobs in the world. So they're talking about army, navy, air force, police, fire brigade, politicians, heads of industry, you name it. They all come from a small group of 7%. Half these people, at least, because lots of them are more inbred than they are 93%. More than half of them aren't exactly bright. So half of the 40% of people that rule the world are not very bright. Anyway, we get influenced by all sorts of things in the world. Everything. Childhood, parents. Parents are a big source of influence. And sometimes a person's mood can be such that he's had a bad day, woke up on the wrong side of bed, got a headache, earache, he's got money problems, he's got hard work. There can be 101 different reasons why he's not exactly in a happy mood. And then if his frame of mind is not in a good frame of mind, and he's talking to somebody, and the other person might be having an absolutely perfect attitude, perfect response, perfect intention, perfect feeling and heart for that person, unaware that that person has got something in his mind from either lurking from the past that's entered his mind because he might have 101 things on his mind and is not thinking rationally, or else there's some horrible person, I call them evil people that plant things, seed things in people's minds, not for the love of that person, not for good intentions of that person, not to give a fair account, as you all know about things out of context and people telling tales and leaving out vital information that will leave something in that person's mind that will make that person not like the person that he's talking to at that moment. But the person that's talking to that person, who's unaware about this, can sense something strange from the onset, and the conversation gets worse and worse, and then the person can go absolutely balmy, and the person that's being as nice as possible can't understand what's going on, apart from he must be having a bad day. And being around the person who's having a bad time and is making it worse, there's nothing else one can do but for say, cheerio, you have to go because I'm not helping your tranquility. For some reason something's gone wrong, and I best get away so that you can relax. That happens a lot. Well, here, it's a joke. Changing the subject. So that's a few minutes of conversation, of wisdom, I think. That happens every day. Lots of people. You have to read between the lines as to why people say things or do things, and what's brought on that feeling. What from the past, what nightmares, what evil things, what evil spirits, thoughts, whatever it is, crops up from the past and interferes with what should have been just a nice conversation. I had a strange conversation yesterday, but I can put it down to alcohol. I ate too much alcohol. I'm quite open about the fact I'm making mistakes. I said I made a mistake the other day to my son. I said, I didn't realise that I'm dedicated to watching and proud about listening to all the news and reading all the headlines in newspapers and being up to date with all current affairs and all different sides of political thing, left, right, centre, whatever it is. Then for the first time ever, it struck me, why? I don't live in England. What am I interested in that for? I told my son, he didn't quite believe me. He seemed astounded. Anyway, that is true. So I can do things wrong all the time. We all do things wrong. I admit it. Who doesn't? Whoever doesn't admit to being wrong is wrong. Because everybody does things wrong. God, my eyes are all good. Anyway, there's lots of people that will ask somebody, so how do you feel? And the intention not really how do you feel. What they want to do is they're trying to make you say things like, for instance, well, I'm not really happy because my partner or this or that or whatever it is. They're just there to try and extract information to then draw you down the road that they want you to go down, not for your benefit, for their benefit, for their evil intentions, their evil biases, their evil discrimination, whatever it is. It's not for your benefit, it's theirs. I've seen a lot of that. I've seen people not just swayed or be influenced. I've seen them outright bullied and creamed and punished and abused. I've seen some outrageous behaviour. And the person taking the abuse will say that I'm the one doing the abuse. Any way to disguise the true facts, they come out with any rubbish. But in their heart, if they believed in the God and could swear in the Bible, they would know what is truth. But actually, people that profess to tell the truth are often the ones that aren't telling the truth. They think by saying, "Oh, I'm not racist," means that they are. Or "I'm not biased," but they are. Or the ones that say, "I don't mean to offend you," but they are. So one needs to look at all the reasons why people say things. It's a devious road. Bye.